Welcome. I'm Eleanor Silverstein, and today I'm here with Tim Sobie, and he's going to be teaching at our upcoming Feldenkrais Guild of North America conference. It's going to be in Boulder, Colorado, June 26th through the 30th, 2019. The title of his workshop is called Augmented Reality and Multisensory Skeletal Modeling in the Feldenkrais Method, Re-imaging what was already there. Tim, tell us about this.
Well, you look at Awareness Through Movement book, the first title of Moshe's statement is that we act according to our self-image. And what that means intuitively or sensorially, there's some tools in addition to traditional Feldenkrais functional integration, table sessions, hands-on and movement sessions that involves more of a multi-sensory way of not just making the impossible possible, but making the intangible more tangible. What happens frequently after sessions, and we've all experienced this, the clients, ourselves as students in training programs, what a great feeling. How do I keep this? And often there's, okay, rehearse the movement, remember the sensation, retain the awareness of your experience. But sometimes something more tangible could be needed. And this came out of research where, for my dissertation, I compared the gold standard in physical therapy for chronic back pain has to do with core stabilization. And they had tangible muscle sets, something called transverse abdominis, lumbar multifidus, what was tangible. I worry that that might be something that might influence results. So what can Feldenkrais use? And it's not so much high-tech virtual reality that we're doing, but something accessible as part of our training. We all have skeletons in the room, right?
Or our closets.
Articulate the skeleton and maybe make parts into wholes. So what we discovered is that asking people where their deep articular joints might articulate, no one really knows where their hips attach. And when you augment that through a use of low-tech, say, augmented reality, and you superimpose body parts over the overlying anatomy in conjunction with awareness through movement or functional integration, there's a faster learning curve in your students. And frequently, 90% of the time that I do this, the person gets something tangible they can take with them in that first crucial initial assessment interview, first session. You never get a chance to make a first impression. So part of what will be available in the bookstore will be a virtual reality bones box set where bone models will be available of different types. Even putting ribs on persons, you can discern how breathing can become augmented. So it's a way of communicating, not just laying on of hands and intention, but laying on of bones. It's got evidence base behind it from my dissertation. Just Google Sobie dissertation, you'll kind of get a playbook of what I've done. Open to a variety of practitioners. Anyone who works with movement or embodiment can benefit from this workshop. So that's what I've got to wrap up.
Wow, you know what, Tim, that sounds fascinating. Is there anything else you want to say, add to it?
Oh, I would say that for beginning practitioners or even seasoned practitioners, this type of session, the virtual reality hip replacement, the inner ear vestibular being cross-correlated, pelvis, head, opposite hips, is something that clarifies Feldenkrais the first time. Sorry about this. There we are.
Well, that's good. I have a question. Are the body parts in a bag going to be life-size or are they small?
They're going to be proportionate. Here's the interesting thing. They're going to be life-size skeletal proportion. This is an average size adult femur, scapula. Right. But I have miniature skeletons I use too in my satellite office in Olympia, Washington. Just the form and proportion can communicate to your students just as well.
Very interesting.
But it works.
This sounds great. I'm really fascinated and interested with, how that you'll be teaching this. So thank you. What a brilliant idea. Thank you, Tim.
Covered by virtual research, right?
Love it. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you. We'll see you in Boulder. Bye, everyone. Okay.